All right, welcome. So my name is Jill, and this is the Lafayette Wellness Center. This is the yoga studio part of the center. It's a brand new center that just opened up a couple weeks ago. And I teach Vinyasa flow. And so we're going to go through a sequence of movements to help us build strength and flexibility. In yoga, there's our physical body, but there's also our energy body. It's like our thoughts and our feelings. And so kind of whatever shows up for you today, I want you to go back into that place of, this is my breath, this is my practice. Whatever shows up in these postures, these shapes in your body, exactly where you are. And you can meet yourself with that place of kindness and gratitude, and always a place of love and compassion. So I'm going to go ahead and start the music, and we can begin on the ground in what we call a child's pose. Yeah. And so child's pose, I'm going to bring my tops of my feet down, toes on the earth, knees about as wide as my yoga mat. Press my palms into the space, and then exhale my forehead to the earth. Sensing the support of the earth from below. And then connecting to breath. And then what level 2 yoga means in my yoga vocabulary is that you've practiced maybe a handful of times or more, and that you know the name of the postures. And if you don't, just follow along. Do your best. Yoga is a practice. We'll take an inhale breath, and then we'll exhale our arms over to the right side. Now your left hand is going to reach further than your right. And maybe your forehead is lifted off the ground. The benefit here is to lengthen your side body. Inhale your hands through center, and we'll exhale, take that same stretch to the opposite side. And so your right hand, if it's your arm that's forward, your left hand is going to reach back, maybe be 3 to 4 inches behind your right hand. And then we're going to return to child's pose. Pressing your palms forward, tail back and down with a deeper exhale breath. And then on your inhale breath, bring your hands under your shoulders. Your hips are over your knees, so we're in a tabletop spine. Exhale, cat's breath. Draw your chin to your chest. Inhale, breath, belly down for cow pose. Gaze forward, maybe gaze up. And then exhale and round your spine. And then let's take 3 more rounds of cat-cows. This is great posture to help you relax your lower back. Bring movement into your pelvis, especially if you've been sitting some of the day or most of the day. Our spine tends to be very stable when we sit, and we want it to be mobile as well. And then one more round, you're tilting your pelvis forward. And then here you're actually tilting your pelvis back. We're going to return to table. Take your left hand to the center of your mat, reach your right arm high. And then you can circle your wrist clockwise and counterclockwise, bringing some movement into your wrist and finger connection. As you exhale, thread the needle. Take your right arm under your body, rest on the side of your head, and move your left fingertips out to support the opening of your right shoulder blade. And then you'll walk your left hand back and inhale your right arm high. So here comes that right arm high. And we're going to exhale into tabletop spine. Your right hand right under your eyes, lift your left arm up, and then circle your wrist. Again, clockwise and counterclockwise. As you exhale, thread the needle. Give yourself some room so that you can lengthen your left arm. Rest on the left side of your head and move your right fingertips out. This is going to support the opening of your left leg. And drop the right hand back onto your yoga mat. And then lift your left arm high. Exhale, we return to the top. From here, walk your hands forward. Find the tips of your toes. Stretch your toe back and hold for 3. Here. Stay for 1. Inhale is a high plank. It's under shoulders. You come to the balls of your feet. We're going to rock forward and back. Bringing movement into your ankles and bringing movement into your wrist joints. Hold for 3. Continue to rock for 2. And exhale is downward facing dog. You can walk your feet. Breathing into the joints of your ankles, your knees, and your hips. And if you find that your hands are slipping forward, just arrange them. Maybe walk them back a little bit so that you feel safe, secure, and grounded. We find a little bit of stillness in our down dog. And then we'll inhale, bend our knees. Exhale, walk forward. Take a walk, hands and feet. Feet are hips distance apart. We're in a ragdoll pose. Hands and elbows connect, and we can sway side to side. And then as you connect to your upper arm bones, sense the skin of your upper back begin to stretch. When we come back to stillness, upper chest expansion, we're going to interlace our fingers, base of our spine. Draw your arms over your body. Might be a little bit, might be a lot. Keep your knees bent. And this is called chest expansion. So as you lift your fingertips up, you'll feel that stretch along your collarbone. Now we hold for 3. Gratitude and compassion for 2. Exhale, release your fingertips or the palms of your hands down. You'll toe your feet closer together. Meet them maybe about an inch or 2 apart. And then find a halfway lift through your spine. So my hands support my spine by resting on my shins or the tops of my thighs. As you exhale, fold. And again, you can bend your knees a little or a lot. We're going to return to halfway lift once again. Chin is off our chest. Exhale, fold. And then one more time, backs of your thighs ignited. Lengthen forward. Exhale and fold. Bend your knees to rise. Let's come up into mountain pose. And then, I'll turn towards the front of the space. Nice. We stay out of our shoulders. Toes touch, feel slightly apart. Pinky fingers spiral to the back of the space. As you exhale, come into a side body stretch. Now, my left arm is over, so I'm going to bump my left hip slightly to the left. We're going to inhale through center. Both arms are high. And we'll take a side body stretch. Be curious, be inquisitive about your body, but let go of any judgment. Mountain pose, just let the body condition self-heal at the same time. Cactus your elbows and bring your gaze up. As you inhale, return to mountain pose, and I'll turn towards the front of this space. So here we are. Swan dive forward so you can stretch your arms and fold. Halfway lift returns. We build on what we know and step back to high plank. Again, feet are hips distance apart, gazes forward. Hug your elbows in and lower all the way down to the ground. Pick up one leg, pick up the second leg, and for baby cobra, inhale, lift your chest. Doesn't have to be a big move. Exhale, release. We're gonna do it 2 more times. Inhale, peel your chest up. Exhale, release. And then 1 more time, reposition your hands, elbows towards your mid-spine, we lift. And exhale, we lower. Come to the balls of your feet. Push up into high plank. It could be table, it could be child's pose, and we release into downward facing dog. Vinyasa style is breath to movement, so we'll put those postures together, and then we'll flow through 2 sets of our Sun A. You'll bend your knees as you inhale. You're going to travel forward, exhale. 1 halfway lift, inhale. 1 forward fold, exhale. Roll on up to mountain pose, and remember, this is your breath to your movement. Exhale, side body stretch. Inhale, breath, and exhale, breath. Inhale, mountain pose. Spread your fingers, cactus your elbows. Exhale, breath. Inhale, mountain pose. It's a neutral gaze. And then exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Breathe into the architecture of your body. Step back, high plank. Gaze forward, inhale. And again, slowly, slowly lower down to the earth. 1 baby cobra, lift your chest. Exhale, release. Table, child's or high plank to downward facing dog. And then 1 more time, we bend our knees. We travel forward. Halfway lift, inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Maybe you experience more flexibility. Round up to rise, mountain pose, right here. Exhale, side body stretch. So very simple Sun A. Inhale, breath, navel to spine. Exhale, breath. And we have an inhale, breath. Cactus your elbows, gaze up. Inhale into a straight spine. And once again, exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale, breath. High plank pose. Now first chaturanga. So from high plank, I'm going to come down 2 inches, just 2 inches. Tops of your feet for up dog. Neutral gaze or look up. And your exhale breath is downward facing dog. Chaturangas are always optional. If it feels like too much strain on your wrists, on your spine, know you can always step back to down dog. Now we're going to lift our right leg up. You're going to draw your knee to your nose. And then your right leg lifts high, and you'll step through to low lunge. From here, play with moving forward and moving back. Yeah, fingertips on the ground, or maybe yoga blocks. This is a hamstring stretch here, right? And we're really moving through the joints of our body. Eyes forward. Yep, eyes back. And then we're gonna stay in the low lunge. Take a twist. Inhale, reach your right arm high. Beautiful. Your right knee is over your right ankle. And then you're gonna thread the needle. Take your right arm under your right thigh. Look at your left toes. On an inhale breath, reach your right arm up. Exhale is low lunge. Now for reverse lunge, bend your right knee first, and then lean back and bend your left knee. It's a floating half splits, so bring your fingertips on the outside and the inside of your right foot. Yeah, left knee is bent, left leg is off the earth, Right leg is straight. Now reverse it. Bend your right knee. Bring your hands forward. One-legged halfway lift. Exhale, Jiva squat. Chamber your knee behind your knee. And then inhale, lengthen. And exhale, squeeze. Inhale, look forward and lengthen. Exhale, knee to knee squeeze. We'll lengthen and hold here and step back to low lunge. For warrior two, spin your back heel in, reach your left arm over your body. And then our cue is going to be to deepen on an exhale breath. Nice. Your right knee is over your right ankle. Maybe you hide your left hand behind your left shoulder. Inhale, reverse triangle. Straighten your right leg. Bring your right arm up. And even out your hips. Exhale, baby triangle. Hand on your thigh. Opposite arm lifts. Bring our gaze up. For 3. And for 2. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Bend your right knee. Nice. And again, knee over ankle. Maybe you find a half pine. Eyes come up. Exhale, low lunge. Step your right foot back or lift your right leg high. That's an option. And we come through a chaturanga. Inhale, breath, standing on your hands. Downward facing dog. Deep stretch as you inhale. Deeper stretch as you exhale. Now here comes your left leg high. Draw your knee to your nose. Left leg high and knee to your nose. Left leg high, low lunge. We're on the second side, so this opportunity to reach forward, yep, and reach back. You are getting more flexible just by the mere fact that you are at yoga, and then working with the joints of your body. The next time you're forward, we're going to come into a twist. Here's that left arm high, twisting from your upper back as best as you can, lower back parallel to the earth. And then now we're going to thread the needle. Looking towards your right foot, your left foot is forward. Puff up that space between your shoulder blades. Inhale your left arm high. Exhale is low lunge. We're going to shift forward just for a moment. Reverse lunge, bend your right knee, walk your hands back. It's a floating half splits. Now your left knee can be bent. You can straighten it. Ball of the foot is up and we look forward. Right leg is suspended off of the earth, yes. Now a little bit of momentum. Come into one-legged halfway lift. Pick that right leg up, Jiva squat. Squeeze in, inhale, lengthen, exhale, squeeze. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, squeeze. Lengthen and hold, step back to low lunge. Here's warrior two, right arm over, left arm forward. And then our cue exhale breath, we're gonna deepen into the lunge. It's heel to heel, heel to arch alignment. Shoulders are over hips. Reverse triangle. Remember all those side body stretches into your left side. Baby triangle, hand on the top of your thigh, and then bring the opposite arm up and look up. Let's reverse our warrior, bend that front knee, and reach the opposite arm up. Gaining strength and flexibility, we hold for 3. We inhale, back arm up on 2. That's your flow. Exhale, breath. Lift your left leg up. Chaturanga Ekapada. Inhale, breath, eyes up. downward facing dog. Hold your inhale. Stay for your exhale breath. Now bend your knees, inhale. Travel to the top, exhale. You have a halfway lift. Once again, exhale and fold. We're coming into chair pose, Utkatasana. So right here, sitting in a chair, tail low, arms are high. Nice. As you exhale, gaze down to the ground for revolve prayer twist. Now normally the gaze is up, but we're going to gaze down so that we can find a neutral spine. Push into your feet, chair pose, lifting up. Revolve prayer and bring your eyes toward your toes. We hold for 3. We hold for 2. Inhale, chair pose once again. This time airplane your arms. Option for drinking bird. Lift those heels high. Now your heels stay lifted. We're coming up. Yep, we are. A little bit of balance here. Yes, heels high. As you exhale, heels down and cactus your elbows. Inhale, breath, big stretch. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Optional chaturanga. So a couple other options. Tabletop, child's pose, high plank, or chaturanga to downward facing dog. So it really just depends what your body needs, what your body's looking for, how well you can manage your breath. So another cycle of Vinyasa, breath to movement. We put those postures together. You find your flow. Here we go, right leg high. Exhale, knee to your nose. Right leg high, low lunge. Here's our twist, right arm lifts. Thread the needle under your body. Inhale, right arm high, low lunge. We shift forward, inhale. We lean back, exhale. Yes. One-legged halfway lift, climb forward. One time Jiva squat. Look forward, inhale, and step back to low lunge. Warrior 2, inhale. And remember, we deepen on an exhale breath. Reverse triangle, inhale. Baby triangle, exhale. Reverse warrior, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Remember your options. Upward facing dog, that's an ekapada. Downward facing dog. Toes come together, left leg lifts. One time, knee to your nose. Left leg high, low lunge. Here's our twist, left arm lifts. Thread the needle round your spine. Inhale, left arm high. Exhale, low lunge. We shift forward, inhale. We lean back, exhale. One-legged halfway lift and Jiva squat. Look forward, inhale. Low lunge, exhale. Rise to warrior 2, inhale. Nice. Exhale, breath. Reverse triangle. Yeah, take your time. Baby triangle pose. Reverse warrior. Now the left knee is bent. We look up. Chaturanga. Here comes my left arm, left leg high. And exhale, breath. Here's our up dog. Downward facing dog. Bend your knees, inhale. Travel to the top, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. And forward fold, exhale. Knees bend for chair pose. We gaze to the ground, revolve prayer. Inhale, breath. Here we go, gaze to the ground, revolve prayer twist. Inhale, breath, sit low. Airplane your arms, maybe lift your heels. Stay on the balls of your feet, lift up. Yes, heels come down, and we cactus our elbows. Inhale, breath, self-acceptance, curiosity, we fold. Halfway lift. Optional chaturanga. So remember all of those options. This is a great option here. We relax in downward facing dog. Take an inhale breath. Embodied exhale breath. Second time through, right leg high, knee to your nose. And right leg high, low lunge. Here's the twist, right arm lifts. Thread the needle. So the first time, it was like you were learning the flow. And the second time, we can really access more flow. Remember to lean forward, inhale. Exhale, breath. Come on forward, one-legged halfway lift, and Jiva squat. Inhale, breath, low lunge. Rise up, inhale, warrior two, exhale. Reverse triangle, inhale, baby, triangle pose, exhale. Reverse your warrior, bend your front knee, exhale, again, optional chaturanga. Inhale, breath, what serves your body? Downward facing dog. Here comes your left leg high. Knee to nose, round your upper back. Left leg high. Low lunge, heel touches down first. Here's our twist. Exhale, thread the needle. Inhale your left arm high. Exhale, low lunge. We shift our body weight forward. Reverse lunge, we bend our back knee. Come on forward, one-legged halfway lift. Squeeze, exhale, breath. You got it. Lift and look forward. Low lunge. Warrior two. It's a nice pause here. We deepen as we exhale. Reverse your warrior. Hands upper thigh. Again, a hamstring stretch. Yeah. Reverse your warrior, building strength in your quadricep, the low lunge. Increase flexibility, lift your left leg high, chaturanga. Core strength on the up dog, spinal strength down dog. You'll bend your knees, inhale, and we'll travel forward. Halfway lift, this completes the second set. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, inhale. Look down, revolve, prayer twist. Inhale, reach up, yes. Exhale, look down, revolve, prayer twist. Inhale, reach up. Find your depth in drinking bird. We balance as we lift up, looking at one spot in the space. Exhale, heels down and cactus your elbows. Inhale, breath is mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Float up into a halfway lift. Step back, high plank. Now a little bit different here. We're in a high plank. We'll come down to our shin bones. Cross your ankles. Bring your tail back if you have water. Great place to pause. Take off one of my many layers. This Colorado. I have 3 or 4 layers on it any time of the day. Here we go. I have 2 left. But you know, yoga can be a little bit sweaty. So I'm going to bring my tail towards my heels. And then for boat pose, you can start hands on your hamstrings. So we can start here. Maybe lift one foot, maybe both feet. If your lower back feels okay, reach your arms forward. Bring your chest forward. We stay for 5 breaths. You can close your eyes And notice what's going on in that energy body, your feeling and thinking self. We're here for 3. We're here for 2. Bring your hands down all the way to your backs. Bring your legs up. Hands behind your head. Inhale, exhale, pulse up. A traditional yoga class is about 70% strength and 30% flexibility. And the reason why is that we got to get strong to hold those postures. We're here for 20. And the exhale breath is every time you lift. Halfway there, 10 more. Stay focused. This is for the health and the well-being of your body and your life. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We can rest our heads for a moment. Full cycle of breath. But the legs stay up. And this time it's opposite hand, opposite ankle. Yeah. And your knees can be bent. Yoga is not a competition. It is self-study, self-inquiry. And so we notice with non-attachment. As yoga teachers, we often say, just ride your breath. 10 more sets. Five more sets. Two more sets. Find stillness. You can bend your knees, place your feet on the ground. Nice. And then with your feet on the ground, we inhale and we exhale, pulse up. This does not have to be a big lift. You can lift up 1/8 of an inch or 1/4 of an inch. Just stay focused. It's out of my control. Gratitude and compassion. Let's stay for 10 more. Elbows stay wide for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw your knees into your chest. Let your knees circle clockwise and counterclockwise. We'll take a counter posture for all of that core in just a moment. And then from here, we'll bring our feet down and we'll float up into a bridge pose. Why? So that I can stretch and I can lengthen out from my neck all the way to my kneecaps. So I really want to draw those knees forward. Inhale, breath, belly to the sky, navel to the sky. Exhale, breath, navel to your spine. Your breath is the music that your body emotes, emits to keep your nervous system calm. And then release your hands and exhale, upper, mid. Enjoy that lower spine connection to the ground. Draw your knees into your chest. We're going to take one roll on our spine. You'll cross your ankles, plant your hands, and step back into a high plank pose. Now you're going to puff up that space between your shoulder blades instead of letting your shoulders go by your ears. Just here for 3. We hold for 2. Downward facing dog. Becomes like a home base here. Very familiar. Lots of good movement, stillness, and stretching. As you kind of wiggle around to stay comfortable on your yoga mat. You're going to bend your knees, inhale, travel to the top, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale, forward fold, exhale. Bend your knees for mountain pose. Here we go, here again. Yes. And then remember that counter posture, exhale, side body stretch. Inhale, breath, and exhale, breath. Inhale, breath with arms high. I'm going to turn to the side, sit back, bend, exhale. We hold for 3. We hold for 2. We reach up into mountain pose. Once again, exhale, fold. Stay on your right foot, lift your left leg up. You're in a one-legged half lift. For standing splits, fold over your right thigh. So this is a forward fold in your spine. Either your fingertips or maybe the palms of your hands support this bending at your waistline and looking towards your shins. Not here much longer. Halfway lift. So now we're going to look forward and step back to low lunge. Warrior 2, we've been here before, our Warrior 2 posture. And again, we exhale and deepen into the lunge. Inhale, reverse triangle. And now we come into full triangle pose. So my back hip is higher than my front hip. And I'm going to take my hand, slide it from my upper thigh, below my knee, maybe your ankle, really anchor in and reach the opposite arm up. Relax into triangle pose. 3 more breaths. And then bend your right elbow, reach up into 5-pointed star. Exhale is horse pose, heels in, toes out. So I'll turn around, face you, right? So we're in a horse pose, we're gonna glide side to side. And then your hands get comfortable, tops of your thighs. Shoulders come up, we take a twist. Either side, front or back. Come to center, inhale, twist, exhale. Come to center, inhale. 50-50 on your legs, yes. Just your upper body twists. Then come back to center. Take your feet in a little bit. Hands on your ankles, elbows, inner knees. If you can see my spine is in a halfway lift. So this is a hip opener, gentle. Yoga, we say be courageous, be willing to invest time in your body, again, for your life. And then release your fingertips down. You're going to straighten your legs. You're in Prasarita halfway lift. Low lunge to the top of your space. So I'm going to switch it out. My left foot is forward, but it should be my right. So now my right foot is forward. We're going to reach up into crescent lunge. Back heel is lifted. Not on a tight rope. You can walk your right foot out to the right. Yes. Big inhale, breath here. As you exhale, airplane pose. Step on your right foot. Lift your left leg back. Like you're flying. And then for staff pose, we're gonna lift the left knee up. Point your toes to the front of the space. And for figure 4, ankle thigh, hands to heart center. Leaning back. This is a standing half pigeon pose. Just hold it here for 3. Maybe get a little bit deeper for 2. Return to staff pose. Big breath here. Step back to low lunge. So fingertips are on the ground. High plank pose. And remember, optional chaturanga. So I'm going to skip it. And I'm just going to go into downward facing dog. Inhale breath. And an exhale breath. Inhale, your left leg lifts. Exhale, low lunge. One-legged halfway lift. And then here's our standing splits. So the difference, halfway lift, straight spine, standing splits. I fold over my thigh bone. And then I'm not going to lift my right hip up. Maybe you lift your right foot up. Stay for 3 more breaths. And then return to one-legged halfway lift. So I'm on my fingertips. I look forward. Step back to low lunge. Warrior 2. Head above chest. Straightening out your body. Nice. And again, we deepen on an exhale breath. Inhale, reverse triangle. And exhale is triangle pose. So just take my time. Back hip higher than the front. Front arm reaching towards the front, yep. And then maybe thigh, maybe shin, maybe ankle as our eyes come up. Finish off that exhale breath and reach up into 5-point star. Exhale, second set of horse, hands to heart. Yes. And then on this one, let's come into Prasarita. Bring your big toes in front of your heels. We're going to stay in Prasarita longer than the first side. Grab the outsides of your feet or the insides. Draw your chest forward. Find the sense of up dog through your jaw, through your sternum, and then draw your chest towards the tops of your thighs. Find a little bit of stillness, a little bit of silence. And place your fingertips under your shoulders, halfway lift. Low lunge, top of your space. For crescent lunge, give yourself that space to rise. Back heel is lifted, arms are lifted, your left knee over your left ankle. For airplane pose, step on your left foot, tag your leg, flex your back foot, and again, like you're flying. For staff pose, here comes right knee up. Got it? Figure 4, ankle thigh, hands to heart center. Of all the postures, balancing postures usually are the ones that activate what I talked about, our energy body, our thinking and feeling body. And that's when we really have to practice that place of gratitude, self-acceptance, and compassion. Lift up into staff pose. Yeah, and then let's come into low lunge, all the way back. High plank pose here. Skip the chaturanga, or find the chaturanga, and we'll meet in downward facing dog. Breath here. Deep exhale breath. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, travel forward. Halfway lift, inhale, and forward fold, exhale. Chair pose, inhale. When we revolve prayer twist, this time we're gonna look. So hands to heart, and I look towards my right elbow. Now my tail should be lower than my shoulders. If not, maybe I'll lift my chest up. And then your left knee is in line with your right. Yep. If your toes touch, your knees touch. If your feet are separated, then there's space between your knees. Hold for 3. Hold for 2. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale again, chair pose. We reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. And then our elbows float forward and we'll revolve to the left side. Silent set. We'll be here for 3 breaths. Gaze down to the ground. Exhale, forward fold. Now, oftentimes in a yoga class, we have what is called a peak posture. And so our peak posture for our yoga class is actually crow pose. Feet are parallel. We're gonna lift our heels and we're gonna bend our knees. This is a great place to stay, just like this. Yep. Or bring your hands forward and spread your fingers wide. Your knees are gonna tuck up and towards your armpits. And then we're gonna lean our weight forward. Maybe pick up one foot, maybe pick up both feet. And if both feet are lifted, toes touch, maybe heels touch. Not here for very long. And maybe look forward for 3. And for 2. Exhale is a frog squat. Heels are in, toes are out. Elbows inner thighs, heels can definitely be lifted. Hands to your heart center. This is a hip opener. Yeah. Day by day, moment by moment. I don't make any assumptions about my body. I'm just in that place of felt sense. What am I sensing? And then noticing what I'm feeling. Relax your body as much as possible for 3 more breaths. And then place your fingertips down. You're actually going to push into the palms of your hands and then heel toe your feet closer together. Halfway lift through your spine. Exhale and fold. Walk your hands forward, bring your feet back, and return to downward facing dog. And from down dog, lift your right leg high. We're going to come into a half pigeon pose. And so my hands are in front of my right knee, right? And then we look over our right shoulders. We look forward, we look up. Exhale is resting pigeon. Now I can rest right here. Maybe I rest here. Maybe you have a yoga block. Maybe you rest all the way down here. And if you have really sensitive knees, I'm going to show you another option. We did this standing. It's called figure 4. My right ankle above my left knee. I would interlace my fingers back of my left thigh. Still a hip opener, just a little bit kinder to our knee joint. And we'll be here for about 10 more breaths. Begin to lift your eyes. Place your hands under your shoulders. Come to the ball of your back foot. And then lift your knee up. Lift your leg up. And then maybe bend your knee. Maybe open your hip. If you know it, you can come into flip dog, which is a one-handed back bend. My feet are parallel. My arm is reaching up. And then I want to safely come back over, so I'm going to bend my knees, flip back over to three-legged dog, into downward facing dog. I have time for the second side, of course. Left leg lifts, half pigeon pose. Both hands on the inside of my left knee. We look over our left shoulder. We look forward and up. And then exhale with a melting sensation. If you took figure 4 on the first side, go back onto your spines and find that number 4 shape of your base. Begin to rise, placing your hands under your shoulders. Come to the ball of your back foot, lift that knee up, and with all that strength, lift your left leg high. And again, you can stay here. You can bend your knee. Maybe find that flip dog on the other side. And then we'll bend our knees, spring back over to three-legged dog, to downward facing dog. From down forward, come high plank pose into a tabletop spine. And then from table, cross your ankles and extend your legs forward. We have inner thigh and outer thigh. Feet are hips distance apart. We're going to lift our arms up as if you're holding the sun in your hands. And now as you exhale, fold. Reach for your toes or your shins, or maybe reach for the tops of your thighs. 2 expressions. One is where the legs are straight, right? And we gaze forward. One where we can kind of soften our knees, soften your neck. And then take that beautiful gaze inward. Slowly bring your gaze up. Walk your tail towards your heels. So I'm going to scoot towards my heels. Come onto your backs. You can lift your legs up in preparation for bridge pose. My feet come down. And again, we lift lower, mid, upper back. Interlace your fingers, base of your spine. Walk your shoulders underneath your body. And exhale your chin towards your chest. We stay for 5 breaths. Slowly release your fingers as you inhale. Supta Baddha Konasana, exhale, upper, mid, lower back, soles of your feet together, knees wide. You can place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly and connect to the gentle rhythm of your breath. hands on the outsides of your thighs to draw your knees into your chest. Happy baby's pose. My peace fingers can grab my big toes inside or outside of my feet, even my hamstrings or my shin bones. Take a little rock side to side. And then draw both knees into your chest and bring your arms out to a T. Inhale, breath. Excuse me. Exhale, both knees to the right side as you gaze to the left. It's a supine twist. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, knees to the left as you gaze to the right for a double knee supine twist. And then inhale, draw your knees into your chest and bring your hands at your shin bones. Curl up into a tiny ball, squeeze so tightly for 3. Squeeze tighter for 2. Exhale is Shavasana. This is the part where you just extend your legs to the front of the space. Legs long, feet out, arms to the sides. Right, so you're just laying down here in what we call corpse pose. Yeah. We'll be here for 2 minutes, or maybe a minute and a half. It's a time to integrate. It's a time to be in that place of conscious surrender. To be in stillness is a gift that we give to our bodies. And then exhale, deep exhale breath into your cells. Begin to wiggle your fingers and wiggle all 10 toes. Waken up your hands, waken up your wrists. Inhale, you take a full body stretch, arms to the back, feet to the front, really bringing some more breath, more prana into all of your cells. And then exhale your knees into your chest. So from here, I bring our knees to our chest, and then we can roll over to the left or the right side. And we're going to stay for at least a breath. And bring yourself up to a seated position any way you get there. And our hands come to heart center. We close out our practice by drawing our thumbs to third eye. We honor the teacher and the light in ourselves, the teacher and the light in each other, and the teacher and the light in all things. We take a collective inhale breath. We exhale, bowing in as one. Namaste. Well, thank you for practicing with me and with each other. And if you have any questions, feel free to throw it in the chat. And hope to see you next time. We have a practice.